Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away.
Perfect timing. I just clicked the button and there you were. And there you were. And the music's going to come back on. There we go. I turned the music off that time. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? What is today? Wednesday? Is it Thursday? It's Thursday. I'll always be wrong on the day. If that's one thing I'll be wrong on, it's the day. Even when it's the weekend, I'm still wrong. Because like Vincent's here, I should be like, no, but I don't. But welcome in, everyone. It's good to see everybody. I feel like I'm missing my light behind me. That's what it is. Let me just turn that on real quick. Not like it brightens up the whole room or anything, but it does give it the ambience. So welcome on in. We're going to talk about a few different cases tonight. What's the saying of like, I forget the saying now, jack of all trades, but that's not the saying I'm trying to think. It's like, some of it, but you're a master of none. One of you guys will know the saying. That I feel like that's me tonight with these cases. I'm kind of learning as you guys are learning because they're brand new. They're brand new. So let me exit out of that. Okay, make sure I got the right ones open. And hey, Ladybug. Hey, Dawn. Welcome in. Hey, Just Breathe. We'll say hi to some people in the chat, and then we'll get started. Hey, Happy Mom. Hey, Nicole. I love that name, Happy Mom. Hey, Ishi. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you guys. Anybody have any awesome plans today? Hey, Machichi. I sure as heck didn't. I was at the dentist. They were supposed to just take some x-rays. I was there forever, it seemed like. But that's okay. It was x-rays and they didn't even have to touch me, really. So I'm good with that. Normally when I leave the dentist, I'm like all swollen and, it's just a crappy time. But they didn't do anything like that this time. So I love that. Hey, Canvas. Hey, Superb. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, you made this one, Canvas. You made this one. Oh, and hey, George. 10-year anniversary. That's awesome. I think I started mine a long time ago too, but it was just like I think I started it. I don't remember why I started the channel. I didn't start the channel for like to watch it. Maybe I was watching something on how to do something, but I wasn't like watching true crime or anything then. So is Brian still guilty? Well, I think so. Yeah, he is. He's in J block. He's hanging out with the other inmates in I guess that's the segregation is the J block. So let's see who else is in here that I didn't say hi to. We'll get to the bottom. I know everyone will be like, get to the bottom. Hey, Abby Cole. Hi, Canada. I love that. People are always nice in Canada, from Canada that I've met. I've been to Canada twice, and I've met people from there, just in Ohio, and they're always the nicest. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Lacey. Welcome in. Okay, I'm getting to the bottom, I think. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Say, hey, you missed me. you missed me. So I've got 1,000,001 tabs open. But what's new? So we're just going to kind of go over them. We're just going to kind of go we're just going to start at the beginning over here and work our way over. How about that? So the first case is one of the cases that we've been covering on the channel. We'll just cover one day, but it's the case out of Arkansas, sorry. And the victims in that case are Cristen and Amanda Brink. They do have a suspect, James McAnn, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him tonight because it's crazy. It's crazy. But I did want to actually put up, I forgot to grab some pictures of that. I wanted to grab, I'm just going to put this in, it'll be easier. But they were on a hike with their 2 young daughters. We went over this yesterday during the day, I believe. And they went to Devil's Den to go on this hike. They had just moved to Prairie from another state. And he was going to start a job as a milkman. Like, that's like the cutest job ever. I don't know exactly what it entails, but it sounds like the milkman back from like the 40s and 50s coming to your house. I don't think that's what he was going to do, but when I heard that, it made I was like, oh, that's really sad. They had a beautiful life they were going to start. And this guy decided to ruin that. So they were hiking with their 2 young children, 7 and 9. And this guy came upon them. And we're hearing reports now that the mother, I guess like ran with the girls, like got them like to run. And then she came back, I guess, for her husband. And she was attacked. So that's the reports that we're hearing, but we're going to go through some stuff tonight. So let me get their picture up just in case people they're like, we don't know. I do have it on my whatever it's called, my thumbnail, but you might not know who's who on there. Everyone who's Brian Koberger is though. Okay. So the couple on the left is the couple that is now dead. And then the guy on the right is the guy that presumably has done this. He is in jail. I do have his jail roster and stuff up. We'll go through that tonight. But so this happened on July 26, 2025. Cristen and Cristen Brink they're a married couple. They recently moved to Prairie Grove, Arkansas, and they were fatally stabbed while hiking with their 2 precious young daughters. They were at Devil's Den, like I said, and it's a park in Washington County. The daughters were unharmed physically, and they're now with family members. So the Arkansas State Police investigated the double homicide, initially describing a suspect as a white male with medium build, wearing black, like dark clothing, black pants or dark pants with a long sleeve black shirt. They said that he had on glasses and a hat. They also said that he was wearing fingerless gloves. So that's people are going to notice you if you are on a hiking trail in the end of July wearing long sleeved, everything, and then wearing gloves too. I mean, that's just, I don't know. That's a little weird. Then he drives out of there, right? He's seen leaving in what they think it was possibly a Mazda with taped over license plate. He like taped it so nobody could see his license plate. Now, I don't know if Arkansas requires you to have both front and back license plate, because I don't know if he, you know what I mean, if he had to do it to both, but if anyone's from Arkansas, let us know. Now, this guy has that million-yard stare too, you know. So on July 30th, this was just yesterday, they arrested, he's 28 years old. He was a school teacher. He lives in Springdale, which I looked that up, and it is approximately, where's my Google Maps? There it is. So it's approximately 30 minutes. So, I mean, far enough, I guess, away, like, to where, someone found him within a couple of days, so I guess he wasn't that far. I was just trying to think, like, when I was growing up, 30 minutes away from my hometown, or like 45 minutes away, was like a city. So I was thinking that, but this isn't a city. Yes, Tiffany, isn't this? Yeah, we got a couple of them. Buckle up. We got a couple of them for you tonight. The creepy cases. It's just, ooh. Just the back plate. Okay, that's what I was thinking, Jenna. I was thinking that. Because I was like, I just didn't see, we didn't hear any reports of him sitting there taping it up. I don't even know if he taped it up when he left or if it was already taped up. But if it was already taped up, wouldn't people observe that? I don't know. It's just weird. So they are investigating still. Obviously, he's in custody, but they are still investigating, and they haven't opened the parks yet. They may open them back up, soon, because since they got him in custody. But they are going to do the autopsies, and whenever his paperwork comes out for him being arrested, like his arrest affidavit, I can't find it anywhere yet. When it comes out, it might come out tomorrow, because he's going to go to an arraignment. I'll make sure I read it to you guys and tell you what the arrest affidavit says. But they're going to conduct autopsies on the couple, and then they'll release whatever they think is necessary for people to know. So that's the start of this guy. So let's move over to here. I don't know why this keeps like going in circles, but it is. This whole thing's been going in circles for like, I don't know, and 2 hours since I've had this article up. I'm like, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have full like service and everything. So before I start reading through this article, if you guys don't mind, will you take a second and hit the like button if you appreciate the coverage? It does help me out. And it gets us into the algorithm. And who doesn't want that? We all want that. And if you guys don't mind, if you want to become a member, the link is pinned. And if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, we'd love to have you. So those are some things you can do if you're sitting in the chat and you're like, okay, I'm listening. What can I do while I'm listening? If you're a little ADHD like me. So authorities have arrested a suspect in the murders of Clinton, David Brink, and Cristen Amanda Brink. Now, I don't know why why they use everyone's like first, middle, and last name. I don't think people usually go by their whole name, but because I was reading a couple different, like for different cases today, and they were all like that. So I wonder why they do that. James Andrew McCann, 28, of Springdale, was arrested by special agents of the Arkansas State Police on July 30th. Let me show you the sketch of this guy. Because I see it, but I don't see it. Like, if that guy walked by me, I wouldn't think he was this guy. I just wouldn't. So what they had was they had a picture someone took of him backward, like the back of him. So you couldn't see his face at all. And then they had a sketch come out of him. Now, you tell me if this looks like the same guy. Okay. This guy, I thought he was shorter. This guy is really like 6 foot. I thought he was short. Remember I said that yesterday? I was like, that guy looks shorter to me. Yeah. Well, don't take my word for things. And then this is the sketch. I think the eyes look different in this sketch compared to the suspect. I'm not saying it's not him. I totally think it's him, but I'm just saying my takeaways. And the nostrils on the nose, they're so prominent and like flared. You know what I mean? Like I think I would have remembered that if I walked by him, but maybe not. Maybe I would just notice the clothing and been like, why is that dude wearing all those clothes? You know, that could be what I could be saying. So. This is the double homicide took place on July 26th. It was a Saturday. Like, that's crazy to me too. Saturday on a trail. I think he was asking to be caught. He was taken in at 4:57 p.m. on Wednesday, July 30th, 4 days later in a sketch, and they got him at a business location in Springdale. There were people coming out of the woodwork, like all these, people that have been in true crime for years. And they were like, these kind of cases sometimes they take decades to be solved. Not when you live in Arkansas. I know where I'm moving. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Maybe it is something about that state. Oh, that's like a 3 name too. Released a statement following their arrest. No news can heal the enormous harm done to the Brink family in the last weekend's crime. But this announcement is a comfort and reassurance for our state. I am so proud of the Arkansas State Police, park rangers, local law enforcement, and others who have worked nonstop since last weekend, to capture the suspect. I ask that Arkansasians lift up prayers of thanks for the brave men and women of law enforcement and offer prayers of condolence to the victims of this horrific crime. Let there be no mistake. We do not tolerate violent crime in Arkansas. If you target innocent people, law enforcement will hunt you down and bring you to justice. There you go. ASP Corporal, no, that's Colonial, right? Mike Hager added, I'm extremely grateful for the long hours and dedication that our agents put forward in bringing justice to this family. The collaboration between state police, other state and local law enforcement agencies, and our federal partners has been second to none. Because of their hard work and investigative skill, we were able to take a monster off the streets and bring relief to those precious girls and the rest of our citizens. I said this last night on the live. I hope those little girls got some sleep, that would be scary, right? Monster is out there. Like literal. I pray for those little girls. Authorities say the couple was brutally attacked and killed in front of their daughters. Witnesses reported a car speeding out of the area, a black four-door Mazda with the license plate taped over. The warning went out. The suspect could be anywhere. Tuesday, the family speaks out and the suspect photo is released. So the family, in a quiet statement, asked for space to grieve, but they wanted the world to know Clinton and Cristen didn't just die. They died protecting. And remember, like we were talking about that yesterday. Like we were like, why did they, like everyone's saying protecting, like they were protecting them girls. I really believe that they were. Heroes to the end, saying, quote, they deserve justice. They will forever live on in our hearts. And I'm kind of curious how close they were to each other. Like when they were found, if they were far away or if, or if they were like close together. I'm just curious. It says authorities released a picture of the suspect at the park, describing him as a white male, medium build with long sleeve and fingerless gloves. And then Wednesday, after days of searching and arrest, 28-year-old James Andrew McGann of Springdale was taken into custody. Like I said, he lives like 30 minutes away. I wonder if he drove down there, if that was like his purpose to, I'm assuming it was because he had a knife. Unless he just kept it in his trunk of his car, kept the duct tape or electrical tape or whatever he used to cover his license plate. If he just had it in there as like a kit for whenever the time he decided. but it seems like this probably was kind of planned out for this day. He was arrested at Lupita's, and I'll show you the video, beauty salon and barber shop on Huntsville Avenue in Springdale. He got half of a haircut. Police aren't revealing much. His motive's still unclear, but they believe he acted alone, and now he faces 2 counts of capital murder. In the press conference Wednesday night, authorities said McGann had recently moved to Arkansas from Oklahoma. So this couple just moved to Prairie Grove. And they moved from what state did they move from? There was a couple that they were throwing out, like Montana or Oklahoma. So now I'm wondering if it was Oklahoma. Because I think it was either one of those 2 states. Children down the stairs. I don't think so. You might have heard something. I haven't heard though. I thought it was Oklahoma. I can't remember. I think they said like 2 or 3 different states. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. Where was Clinton and Cristen? I want to spell her name right. I don't know why I put. That's weird. Okay. It says. Okay, it doesn't say. Recently moved to the area. I know that the water was just turned on. He was scheduled to start a job as a milk delivery driver. It says they did live in Montana. It says for several years, but it says starting around 2018. So maybe Montana? I know that they said like a few different states. I was thinking it was, I don't know. I was thinking it was Oklahoma too. Yeah, it could mean it's on the table. Yeah, for sure. It would have to be a state that, has the death penalty. There's like how many? There's not that many that don't. I think there's only like 11 that don't. Okay, what's this? What happened here? Oh, I was going to play this video. What happened? Okay. And then we'll go over his. Actually, we'll go over his jail stuff first. So this is him in jail. He just looks mean. He looks mean. If you saw this guy walking into class, would you be like, oh, he looks like he's fun. I'm ready to learn. He's a math teacher too. We'll find out for sure which teacher he is, but yeah. Okay. So I was going to, play this for you guys and then we'll go over some more stuff. I was going to go over some of that stuff with you though first. Sorry. My brain's kind of messed up tonight. I did look up this rule 8.1 hearing. It's an arraignment, first appearance. Because I was like, what is that? And that's happening tomorrow. Now it says 7:45, but it also says up here, 7:45. So I don't know if that's just the time that he was taken in, and I don't know when he's going to court for sure tomorrow what time. But I'm assuming it'll be in the morning. So I will be on. We'll talk about it. We'll make sure we cover it. But he is charged with capital murder. I thought he was charged with. No, I think that's it. Just the 2 capital murders for now. As far as we know. As far as what this is saying as of right now. Last updated 7:15. I guess I could refresh it. 9 o'clock it was last updated, so an hour ago. He's 28 years old. White male, of course. You can tell by looking at him. Blue eyes, blonde hair, 6 foot, 180. About the same size as Koberger, right? Well, no, Koberger's probably about 140 now. Booking date, 7:30. So there he is. Ugh. He's a sight for sore eyes. He's got those eyes. Those eyes are telling. They don't have a motive. No, But we don't have a conclusion because I mean he hasn't went to court yet. That's like, I love it when they go to court and they start squirming. But he did admit to it, so no, he's not.
We learned an arrest was made in the double murder of a married couple killed while hiking in Arkansas with their 2 young daughters. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us with the latest on these developments. Sam, good morning.
Good morning. This was 5 days, Joe, of fear and unease. Arkansas State Police say they arrested 28-year-old James Andrew McGann at a local barber shop. Like the Brinks, who moved to Arkansas 3 weeks ago, authorities say McGann had also recently moved from out of state for a new job at a local school. What's not clear is the motive.
This morning, a suspect is now in custody after a days-long manhunt for the man Arkansas State Police say murdered 43-year-old Clinton Brink and his 41-year-old wife, Cristen.
We were able to take a monster off the streets and bring relief to Clinton and Kristen's precious girls.
Police arresting 28-year-old James Andrew McGann of Springdale, Arkansas on Wednesday at a barber shop roughly 25 miles away from where the killings took place. He's now facing 2 counts of capital murder. On Facebook, people identifying themselves as employees of the barbershop posting this video of police at the scene and saying that the man came in to get a haircut. And
Look at that. Did you see him just with the phone? I could never. And I'm a creator. She was like, the cops in there and it looked like something off TV. Like, I mean, like actual crime show. Like she's like, I mean, I bet you she's going to have 1 million TikTok views on that. She's about to have 1,000,001 right now here in a minute.
Police arrived soon after, adding the man had acted reserved.
We're still exploring.
He acted reserved. What's up with these people acting so reserved and like introverted? I mean, you would think you'd have to be an extrovert to be able to carry out something this heinous.
And to determine exactly what that motive was. We still have a lot of work to do in terms of, securing a conviction because that's our next big focus right now.
Police say McGann recently moved to the area from Oklahoma after getting a job at a local school. The Brinks were brutally attacked last weekend during a family hike at Devil's Den State Park. Their 2 daughters, just 7 and 9 years old, witnessing the horrific event and running for help.
They advised that their parents were assaulted. One was possibly stabbed. The parents are missing.
State police had released this composite sketch of a person of interest, adding that a wave of tips and video footage was critical in tracking down McGann.
The public was instrumental. It was overwhelming.
As the Brink family grieves and processes their unimaginable loss, the sprawling trails at Devil's Den State Park remain closed, with locals offering prayers for Clinton and Cristen.
For a family to have to go through and deal with that level of tragedy is something that no one should ever experience and something that we never want to take place in our state.
And we could not immediately reach an attorney for McGann, who, Joe, is expected in court tomorrow. You saw a snippet of video there from the barber shop. The woman who identified herself as the stylist who was cutting his hair described the fact that she was just in the middle of it when all of a sudden police and detectives just rushed in. And then you also saw in the video, they're taking pictures and snapping up the hair itself, presumably to build a case. But we don't have right now. They've been very tight-lipped investigators what the possible motive could be, but they're working on the case.
We'll see if we learn more in the coming days. All right, Sam, thank you.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on.
Oh, well, at least you don't yell like the other person does over on News Nation. They yell at you. Okay. Is this what I wanted to show you guys? Yeah, so this is the one. Okay. So this just came out a little bit ago, but teacher arrested for Arkansas double murder admits to killing married couple. by the way, his DNA was at the crime scene and their DNA was in his car. So, I mean, I don't understand why people kill people. You're going to get caught. No one is good at this. No one is good at it. You know what I mean? Like, no one can you're not going to get away with it. So don't do it. Like, there's too much science. There's just too much science nowadays. I don't know how people I don't understand how people got away with it in like the 80s, 70s, 60s. And now it's like going to be extremely hard to try to get away with a crime like this. I'm surprised that someone didn't see him in the park just walking away from them. But it says here that 28-year-old teacher has admitted to murdering the married couple found stabbed to death on a walking trail in Arkansas Park over the weekend. And what appears to be completely random attack, police said. So Andrew James McCann, 28 of Springdale, Arkansas, was charged with 2 counts of capital murder in the killings of 43-year-old Clinton David Brink and his wife, 41-year-old Cristen Amanda Brink. The Brinks were fatally attacked while out hiking with their daughters at Devil's Den State Park on July 26th. The horrific assault occurred about a half a mile into the park, with the husband attacked first, police said. The children, ages 7 and 9, were not harmed in the incident thanks to the actions of their mother, police said. We believe that the mother took them to safety and then returned to help her husband. That's the Arkansas State Police saying that. I didn't play the briefing because it was kind of quiet. You couldn't really hear it very well, but I think it was that one that you couldn't hear. Yeah. So following a days-long manhunt for the suspect, McCann was arrested shortly before 5 p.m. local time Wednesday at a barber shop about 30 miles north of the park. During an interview with police, he admitted to killing the couple. I wonder what he said. Wonder what he said about the little girls. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, this guy's off his rocker. He was okay with just killing the father, it seems like, because the mother had ran off with the girls, right? She came back. And then that's when he killed her. So what were you thinking? The brain of a murderer. Was he going to do it again? And when? DNA from blood recovered from the crime scene also matched McGann's DNA. So Hager said, so they somehow cut him, or he got punched and blood came out of his mouth or nose. Somehow his DNA, through, sweat, saliva, blood, biologicals, was at that scene. The suspect also sustained cuts on his hands during a struggle with the victims. Items recovered from his residence were consistent with being involved in this particular crime. Wonder where he lived. Did he live at home? Did he live with his parents? I'm wondering. McGann had recently moved to the area from Oklahoma and had been hired to work at a local school. He was hired to teach in the Springdale Public School District this upcoming school year, but had not yet begun employment, according to the district superintendent. What do you mean? You got to be doing your classroom and stuff, right? Okay. This individual has not at any time come into contact with Springdale students or the families we serve. Cleveland said in a statement, adding that no additional information is available at this time due to the ongoing investigation. Our team extends our deepest condolences to the Brink family. Their children are especially in our thoughts and prayers, he said. McGann was a 5th grade teacher in Broken Arrows, Oklahoma during the 2023-2024 school year. So 5th grade is 11, right? Yeah, 11. I was 11 in 5th grade. So close to the oldest daughter's age. He passed required background checks, a Broken Arrow Public School spokesperson said. That's all you got to say about him? Okay. The prior school year, he was employed at an elementary school in Flower Mound, Texas. The Louisville Independent School District confirmed. He was placed on administrative leave in the spring of 2023 following concerns related to classroom management, professional judgment, and student favoritism. And he ultimately resigned, the school district said. Student favoritism. Hold on. Elementary school. That's like kindergarten through what? 6th grade? Kindergarten through 3rd grade? And then that's intermediate, 4th through 6th. So yeah, kindergarten through 3rd grade would be like elementary. How are you showing favoritism to some kid, like some baby, like they're babies. Those are little babies. That's insanity. An internal investigation found no evidence of inappropriate behavior with students, the school district added. Internal investigation. Okay. Like they would admit that, right? Asked about a motive in the double homicide, Hager said it remains under investigation, though he did say it appeared to be a completely random event. Hey, we don't scratch the floor, weirdo. We have no reason to believe that there was any known association between our suspects and our victims. The victims died from stab wounds, and the murder weapon was a knife. Knives were recovered from the resident's home, but it's unclear if any was the murder weapon. Hager said police received over 500 tips and credited the public's help with bringing the suspect into custody. Arkansas State Police have also released a composite sketch and photo from behind of a man who was seen in Devil's Den State Park on Saturday, the day of the killings. Police asked for the public's help in identifying the man, who they said was wanted for questioning in connection with the double homicide. So when we were covering this case before he was arrested yesterday or caught, this is what we were working with. This here. And I did go to Dick's and I never did find this. I was looking for this shirt. Someone said they thought it was a North Face shirt. I couldn't find it there. But you know, there's plenty of other places that sell North Face. I just thought I would look while I was there. The sketch, which to me, I don't even see him there. I don't think that, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the thin lips are there. Police previously said the suspect was seen leaving the area of the park in a black 4-door sedan, possibly a Mazda, with license plate covered by tape. The vehicle description was critical in identifying the suspect. Though he took steps to conceal his identity, the suspect was very sloppy, Rhodes said. Once they identified the suspect, McGann was arrested within an hour at the barbershop. Police do not believe the suspect was trying to alter his appearance and getting a haircut, according to Rhodes, saying could chalk that up to school starts next week. Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to start teaching kids. Could you imagine? I just had like the worst thought in my head ever. That just. Could you imagine if he were in the school district those little girls were in, and those little girls showed up for school and saw this guy? Oh, he's terrible. Freaking school teacher. Why is this? There's so much wrong with school teachers. Like, not all of them. I'm just saying there's like a big influx of stuff. Our entire state is grieving for the tragic loss and senseless and horrific crime that taken place. One of the worst experiences that certainly I've ever had was making a phone call to the Brink family earlier this week. Nothing like that should ever have taken place. Hager said the Brinks were a loving couple and accredited their 2 young daughters with helping in the case, saying they are in all of them. Mm-hmm. The information that they were able to provide to start us down this path to be able to make this arrest, it all started with those 2 little girls. It's incredible. They ended up helping their mom and dad, you know. Mom helped them get to safety. Hager said the couple has a 3rd daughter who wasn't at the trail that day. Yes, I heard that earlier. I'm sorry, I meant to mention that. I don't know how old she is, but they do have another daughter. It is my intention to use the full weight of my office to bring this defendant to justice for the Brinks family, Brandon Carter, the prosecuting attorney for Washington County, said at Thursday's press briefing. The prosecutor's office will not be waiving the death penalty in this case. Oh, okay. They do have it there. And I bet you they're going to be using it because they sound like they do. They sound like they mean business over there. McGann is scheduled to make his first court appearance on Friday with an arraignment expected next week. All trails at Devil's Den State Park, which were closed following the killings, will remain closed for now, Arkansas Secretary of Parks Shay Lewis said. So yeah, it doesn't say like when on Friday. I don't like that. So here's, let me see if I can. Oh, I got to bring you guys over here first. Okay. So TC Keith, he got let me put his X thing in here, his X handle, in the chat. Because he's the one where I found the video. He had the video posted. So, pause it. So this is him right here. Just cruising up for a haircut. Let me just look. And where is this place? Like, this doesn't look like a parking lot. This looks like a driveway. But anyway. There's no volume, so we'll just talk through it. I'm going to turn the volume now because there isn't any volume at all. See, he just walks in. This girl here is like, oh, come to my chair. I'm going to narrate it for you. He's like, I need a haircut. And she's like, okay, you just sit there for a minute. You just sit there. Look, I need it on the sides faded. I need it faded right here and then keep it kind of long on top. Do you want me to touch the top then? Don't touch the top then. Okay, that's what she's saying. Nothing off the top. Oh no, I'm just making all this up as we go. This is his last good haircut, but then he didn't even get to have it all. And then look, she ran out. She's like, I'm out of here. Look at this fade. Look at that's God right there, you know. Like, you ain't even coming out of here with a good haircut. And look at him placing that there all nice. Yeah. Oh, they have this all in one? I had this over here. Well, I'll just share it over here because this is a minute 29. I don't think this has any volume either. This is him going into the jail. I don't think that there's any volume. But this is like whenever they took him in for booking. I wonder if 28 years old, probably never been arrested, murders 2 people in front of their kids. Because I don't know how many tickets or stuff you could possibly have with no, you know what I mean? Like with being a school teacher. Oh, the police. Oh, yeah, Tiffany. They did such a great job. Right? Is she? Yeah. Yeah, just like I got out of my system. Thank you. I'm done. Yeah, I don't understand it. It would eat me alive. They took his shoes. They're like, bro ain't going nowhere. He has no bond as of right now, which, I mean, he's not going to get one. I wish we could hear them. I'll probably have to do a FOIA to get that part. Because when we got it for Chad Dowerman, they showed him going into jail and they didn't even redact a lot out of it. Look, this kid right here in the jail, he's the cop. That guy, he's probably younger than this guy is. He just looks young. He looks really young. He's like, now go in your cell. Why are they all going with him? Oh, maybe they were. I don't know why they would go in there with him, actually. I don't think there's a shower. There's no shower in there usually. They won't delice you in there. They usually will like delice you before they send you into Gen Pop, like general population. They'll, delouse you, I guess you call it. Make sure you ain't got no bugs on you. I mean, he got long hair. They're going to want to check his head too whenever he gets in there. Okay, let me just exit out of some of these. So this is his new picture right here. He looks pissed. I mean, if someone said take a pissed off picture, that looks like it. I don't get it. Those people were doing nothing wrong. Like going on a hike with your kids, that's just sad. That's really sad. Okay, I'm just going to exit out of this. Oh, and I guess I just told you everything, really, so we don't have to play that video per se. We can move on to the next one. Yeah, because this was just the video of him confessing, but I kind of just went over it all. So, oops. Okay. So there's just a couple things that I wanted to go over. Let me exit out of him. Hey, True Crime Lullabies. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on him. If I want covering a couple more cases, we can go all night on him. Like I was on not YouTube, Facebook. People were talking. That's for sure. And he was talking. I mean, he has his whole little social media. He has his little I don't know if it's Tinder or what, but it was like some dating profile. And I was like, oh, okay. There, buddy. So yeah, we'll be learning a lot more about him, and we'll be covering this case because he's going into court tomorrow for the first time for his first hearing for the arraignment. And basically what's going to happen, judge is going to say, I'm holding you over for trial and no bond, basically. That's what I'm going to think. And then I don't know if Arkansas opens up the courts and lets you, if there's video inside the court, I'll have to look into that. But either way, we'll listen in whatever we can hear. Because if they don't have cameras usually inside the court, after court, the attorneys will come out and talk normally on the court steps, or like they do in Rex Heuermann's case and stuff like that. So he'll plead not guilty. You think? I think he's going to plead guilty. I think he's going to. I don't know why. I think he will. So in the Idaho 4 case, we're going to move on to our next case for the night. But I saw this article and I was on Yahoo Entertainment, and I was like, I'll read through that with you guys tonight. But it's pretty much a theory that I thought, and you guys, a lot of you guys thought this theory too. So it just is, it says here, if I can get it to come up, Idaho murder prosecutor shares theory on why Brian Kohlberger spared Dylan Mortensen after she saw him. And I think that 48 Hours just put out a new interview, and I think it's with him. I think it's with the attorney, the prosecutor. I'll have to double check for you guys. It says, why did he spare Dylan Mortensen after he saw her? So it says the lead prosecutor in the University of Idaho quadruple murder case. And I was actually surprised that he shared any theory, because he wasn't sharing theories last week or the week before, He's like, no theories. But it says the lead prosecutor in the University of Idaho quadruple murder case is sharing his chilling theory on why killer Brian Kohlberger spared a potential fifth victim. Earlier this month, Kohlberger pled guilty to the murders of college students Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in the early hours of November 13th, 2022 at an off-campus student house in Moscow, Idaho. Kohlberger, 30, was handed 4 consecutive life sentences over the murders. On July 23rd, he is expected to serve life in prison. Following the sentencing, the Moscow Police Department unsealed hundreds of documents related to the case, including a statement by police officer Mitch Nunes, who wrote how surviving roommate Dylan Mortensen described seeing her roommates attack her. Noon said Mortensen peeked out of her second floor bedroom and observed a male, described as approximately 6 foot tall, slim build with a black ski mask, leave the second floor patio area. Mortensen shared the same floor as Kernodle. In an interview with the Idaho Statesman published on Wednesday, July 30th, Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson said it was highly likely that the assailant saw Mortensen too, though he didn't attempt to attack her. It says though he didn't attempt to attack her. Disturbing takeaways from unsealed Idaho murder documents after Brian Kohlberger gets life in prison. From what Dylan described, I have a hard time imagining the killer did not see Dylan. It says, at that point, he'd been in the house probably longer than he planned, and he had killed more people than he planned. It wouldn't surprise us that the killer was scared at that point and decided they had to leave, not knowing if law enforcement already had been called. And I agree with that. That's pretty much everything. This just talks about the book. Sorry. That came out with, but that was pretty much all it said. But that's what we all kind of thought, maybe he did see her, but he was like, I got to get out of here. Or I've killed I didn't mean to even kill this many people. I need to get out of here. Or I even said maybe he didn't see her at all because of it being so dark, in her room. If he was looking in, coming from that way, the light might not have been shining near her room to where, she would have been seen. But if the kitchen light was on, then yeah, maybe. Christian, it's very concerning. I think he thought maybe he thought the cops had been called. And then he probably went back the next morning like, well, what's going on? I want to know what he thought when he rolled up there at 9:20 or 9:12 on the next day. Didn't even take a shower yet and had to go back. Think about it. Think about that. Because in that bathroom selfie at 10:36, his hair is wet. That's a fresh wet. That's not I drove to Moscow an hour before and came back. No, he didn't even take a shower and he had to go back to the house just to check. And then the cops weren't even there. So then he probably was like, oh, cool. Maybe he thought he didn't see that person the night before. Sorry, my lips are dry and I don't have any chapstick in here, so lip gloss gonna have to do. I need to get me some chapstick in here. So that's all that said. And then I wanted to read this to you guys because this is, grab your tissues. If you haven't saw what Stacy Chapin put out, I was going to do a short video and on it earlier, and I didn't want to read it, and so I had to read it with you guys, because I knew it was going to be hard. I listened to Brian Enton read it. Look at the pictures, like such a beautiful family. We'll go through the pictures first. Them as babies. Like, how adorable. Oh, they look, oh my goodness. They look like their dad. Very cute. Like, cute, really cute kids. Really, really, really cute. No. Oh my gosh, look at the little Oshkosh. I didn't even realize that they were wearing those little bibs. I want some so bad. I need to find a good pair. I want some bib overalls so bad. Look how cute. Looks like Maisie was always in the middle of the boys. Like in all the pictures, she's in the middle. It's cute. And that was their last picture together. It says, We've given a lot of thought of what we should say since 7/23 and have edited this a million times. The entire situation has been a tough pill to swallow. At the end of the day, believe the outcome is the right one. Most importantly, however, are the many people we want to thank, the true heroes in our lives. The Moscow Police Department, ISP, and FBI who worked tirelessly on this case and spent time away from their loved ones. The prosecutors who openly communicated with transparency, answered every call and email, and were fantastic throughout this process. The University of Idaho staff who consistently supported our family, especially Maisie and Hunter, from their first day of orientation through graduation this past May. Congratulations. Our incredible extended family, friends, and the communities that continue to lift us up every day. They're our backbone, and we recognize how fortunate and privileged we are to have this ongoing support. All of the kids, close friends of the triplets, Greek family, and others who were a part of this story from the very beginning. Although each of their experiences is different, all have suffered severe loss and trauma. We continue to be in awe of their strength and will continue to support them in any way we can. The media for providing us with opportunities to share our story while treating us with respect and care. And this is the part I thought was sad. Finally, thank you, Ethan. You were only with us for 20 years, but you touched the lives of so many people. From the time you were a baby to when we dropped you off at college, you were an absolute joy and the glue that held our family together. We remember your smile, your laugh, how you kept us in check, and the many ways you brought happiness and light to any situation. There will never be another you. There would never have been enough time with you. We love you, miss you, and promise to continue honoring your legacy. And then Hunter was the first person that commented and says, we love you guys so much and your support and strength. I feel like she needed to say something. They needed to say something. You know, they didn't say anything at the sentencing, and they probably thought about that for a while. They probably didn't regret not doing the sentencing, right? But they wanted to put something out there on their page, and I like that. What is that tulip farm? Let me see. Oh, right here, Staten Valley Tulip Festival. Okay, I know that's right here. Okay, Ethan Smile Foundation. It's ethansmile.org. I'll put it in the chat for you. There you go. Took me a minute to remember it. Yeah, you should be able to go on there. You can get apparel, glass. Wow, that's pretty. And you can get the boy who wore blue. You can get the tulips, anything. Oh, it says returning soon, but oh, that's really sweet. You can get like, oh, that's really sweet. You can get like, look, you can get glass. I don't know, like, let's see. Oh, you have to pick it up. Oh, shipping's available. Oh, this didn't share with you guys. I don't think it's showing anything. No, it's not. But it doesn't really show you. It doesn't show you the glass. It just shows you this. So, okay. So that's Ethan Smiles Foundation. I put the thing in the. Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah, you got a kitten, Mary Beth. I forgot. I want a kitten. Okay. Just the dog's in here right now. I wanted one of the sweatshirts, and I don't know if the website's still up or not. Like, for all of them, it was through like, I think it was through like Bonfire, whatever it's called, Bonfire. I have to look that up. I know I'll end up saying that and then I'll forget, like I have the last 2 years. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna write it down. Well, who was it in the chat? Other than, I know you did, Ishi, because I talked to you today. But who was talking about the case from Dyer, Tennessee, the other day or yesterday? The 4 people that were murdered and the baby that was found in the person's yard. I know there was someone in chat that asked about it. Because I wrote down Dyer, Tennessee. I can't remember, so I was going to say we're covering it. I covered a little bit tonight, but this is a rabbit hole that I'm not, can you help me with the family tree? Because like there's a lot of names. But let me write that down about that shirt. Oh shoot, that's not good. That's like broke or that like busted. Oh my gosh. Oh, it busted off the back. Uh-oh. What do I do? What do I do? Would alcohol take it off? Because I have some alcohol like right here. Just so happens that I have some because I was seeing something in here earlier. Oh my goodness. It's taking it off. Please just get it off for like most of it. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's taking it off a little bit. Okay, I just don't want to like get it on me. Like, oh man. That was in like a little white thing too that like spins around. I hope it isn't too dirty. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I put my ring back on. Oh, I guess I gotta get my fingernails done tomorrow because it's all over my fingernails. See, oops. Whoops. I was wanting to get them done anyway. Okay, so we're switching cases. If you guys are just coming in, if you guys don't mind, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And, you know, I'm here with all this stuff on me. I just don't rub it on my face. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Where do we want to start? Here. Well, I don't know why I got these all mixed up, but I did. Okay. I'm going to see if I can pull up. I'm going to try to get their pictures. Okay. And then the picture of the baby, because the baby's really super cute too. Okay. This is who we're going to be talking about. I'm going to have to put like more alcohol in me. Oh, I can do it later. Let me get my other thing. Oh, actually, I already had it up. So the couple in the middle they have a baby, 7-month-old baby. And their names are Adrianna Williams and Matthew Wilson. To their right is the baby that we're talking about, the 7-month-old. It's her uncle, and he is Braydon Williams, and he's the uncle, like I said. And then the grandmother is Cortney, and that's all the way to your left. So these are going to be the 4 people that were killed, and they had a baby with them at the time, and they dropped the baby off like 45 minutes away from where these people were found murdered. So it's a crazy case. It's a really crazy case. And whenever that's what we were talking about. They're very young. But it says, I wrote some notes out. So in Northwest Tennessee, a 7-month-old baby girl was found abandoned in a car seat in a random front yard in Dyer County. This was on July 29th, so this year, and it was around 3:11 p.m. And they had a heat index that day of 116 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how y'all do it down there in Tennessee. That's hot. I don't know if that's your normal for summer. But wow. Right? 116 degrees. I could do that if it was dry heat, but not Tennessee heat. Tennessee sounds like it's like more moist, humid. But a witness reported seeing a dark colored minivan or a white mid-size SUV drop off the infant and called 911. And that led to the baby being safely, found. Thank goodness. I don't know. I haven't seen pictures exactly where the baby was dropped off at, like how far in someone's yard it was. If those people just weren't home or they just didn't see it, that I'm not sure of. But they were found dead in Tiptonville, Lake County, approximately 25 to 40 miles away. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is leading the investigation. And the deaths are obviously being treated as homicides, but we're going to learn more about that here now. What did I just do? I don't know what I did. It was something we didn't need to see anyway then. Okay. So this is the first thing I wanted to show to you guys. It's abandoned. It says baby abandoned, 4 dead in Lake County. What we know so far, and then we'll go from there because there's somebody that's wanted in this case as well. And they're actually wanted, and they were already had court hearings coming up for like all kinds of stuff, and I'll tell you about that as well.
That's right, Pepper. As this investigation is continuing to unfold, we're learning much more information tonight about the suspect in this case, Austin Drummond, as well as the victims and their families. Now, as this case has sent shockwaves through much of the community here in Dyer County especially, we're learning a lot more as the TBI has enlisted the help of several other law enforcement agencies, the FBI included in that enlistment, to help them with this investigation. Now, there are a lot of details in this case, so I want to run all of them down for you and take you through a bit of a timeline as to what we know so far and who we've talked to since we've been here in Dyer County. First, TBI officials are reporting that an infant was found abandoned after being left in a car seat on a front yard in Dyer County on Tuesday afternoon. Now, this came after officials received a call just after 3 p.m., hours before those 4 victims were found discovered. We also have it confirmed that the incidents are connected. Those 4 individuals found dead have been identified as 21-year-old James Wilson, 20-year-old Adrianna Williams, 38-year-old Cortney Rose, and 15-year-old Braydon Williams. Local officials have expressed their commitment to uncovering the truth, and they want to ensure that justice is served in this case. We spoke with Lake County Mayor Danny Cook earlier, and he told us that this was a, quote, devastating and despicable act, and he's unsure of how everybody got from Dyer County to Lake County, where their bodies were discovered on Carrington Road in Tiptonville. Now, Drummond was released from a 13-year prison sentence, some information that we found earlier. And according to another person that we spoke with out here in Dyer County, Barbara Vaughn, who was a manager at a local clothing store, she had a very unique perspective on the situation as she worked with local law enforcement here in Dyer County for several years. And she expressed some of her thoughts on this situation. She talked about some of the recent events and emphasized how this tragedy has impacted the community. Take a listen to what she said.
I actually hope that they will be punished to the degree that they need to be punished, and that they will be locked up and they won't be allowed to do this to anyone else.
And as the search for Drummond continues, authorities are encouraging anyone with information about his whereabouts to contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation or the Dyer County Sheriff's Office. A reward of $2,500 is being offered for any details that are leading up to his capture at this time. And
I'm pretty sure if anyone found him, they'd do it for free. But $2,500, come on now, people.
Coming up at 6, I will have more information for you about the connections to family members, some more of what we're learning about the victims and that connection to the suspect as well as locals and what they're saying and how this has really impacted the community right here. But for now, live from Dyer County, I'm Lauren Turman, ABC 24 News.
Okay. That's funny that you said it sounded like your grandmother. Oh, I'm little. Because that's what I was thinking. It sounds like my grandmother. She smoked half her life, and then she quit. But she had like this raspy voice. But yeah, it's 15,000 now. Wow. Okay. Well, I was going to say 20. I was going to say reason why I could see 2,500 is because this is 4 people. A lot of people are going to be like upset about that. I mean, not just somebody being killed, but 4 people. A baby being involved, put out into just someone's front yard. But you drove with this baby for 25 to 40 miles. What? Someone make that make sense. Make that make sense. I would bond with the baby. I mean, if you have a baby in your car that long, even if it was sleeping, I'd be bonding with it. I guess that's the difference. So they do have somebody that's wanted. Let me see which one we want to go to first. Okay. We'll do the TBI one first. Okay. So special agents from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, in coordination with a variety of local, state, and federal authorities, have identified a suspect charged in connection with a quadruple homicide in Tiptonville. TBI agents obtained warrants for Austin Robert Drummond. Date of birth, 8/31/96. How old is he? What's that make him? 29? Wait. I don't know. I'm not good at math. Okay. I'm trying to think. What? 96? I was born. So 30, 31? 31? Okay. 96, 80. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was trying to get back for my birthday. What's up with all the people? They're all like the same age. Is it 29? Okay. I'm over here doing the math. Don't even try. That's why I was never good at math. I was never good with numbers. I hated numbers. Unless it was like, I don't know. I hated numbers. I still do. So 29 years old. Wow. 29 years old. Close to 28. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We should have named this the 28 Club or something. I don't know. So TBI agents obtained warrants. I didn't see those. For Austin Robert Drummond. Now I want to find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can. If not, it might not be out yet. Wait, right here. This is criminal. Okay, so this is what we were. Okay, I think I already have this up. Let me see. No. Okay, we'll go over this. So this is him. We're gonna get this is criminal background of Lake County homicide suspect, and we're gonna get to know him a little bit. So it says here that investigators are digging deeper into Lake County homicide suspect Austin Drummond's past. He hasn't been caught either yet. He's still on the run. This guy's still on the lam. He's out there somewhere. He is wanted by the TBI and Lake County Sheriff's Department for 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, 4 counts of unlawful possession of a weapon, and 1 count of possession of a firearm during a dangerous felony. Well, we know how they were killed now. We'll say gun. So according to TBI's criminal history, investigators uncovered Drummond's rap sheet dates back to 2011 when he was just a teenager. He pled guilty to evading arrest and attempted burglary in Jackson, Tennessee. He received 24 hours of community service. 2 years later, court documents state that when Drummond was 17 years old, he walked behind the register in a gas station in Jackson, pointed a pistol at the clerk, demanded she open the cash register, and took the cash inside. So this happened when he was 15. Evading arrest and attempted burglary at 15. At 17, he walked behind the register at a gas station and he pointed the pistol at the clerk and said, "Hey, open the cash register. That's a robbery." A jury found him guilty. So then he served a 13-year sentence. Okay. In TDOC custody for aggravated robbery and retaliation for past actions. His sentence ended on September 1st, 2024. Bro wasn't even out a year. His criminal history reports show the same day in Lake County, the same place where there's a state-operated correctional complex, Drummond was hit with gun, drugs, and contraband charges. Wow. The incident date, 9/1/2024. In December, he was reportedly charged with attempted first-degree murder and contraband in a penal facility. So you let him out? Oh, I'm going to be angry. Attempted first-degree murder. And you thought he was going to come out on this side and be cool? Okay. Severity unknown. I would say that's pretty damn severe. These are all severity unknown. Since then, he was arrested on even more charges, including meth, contraband, and unlawful telecommunication devices in a penal facility. He had a cell phone. Ew, who snuck that in for you? Dyer and Lake County District Attorney Danny Goodman Jr. stated Drummond served his entire sentence. There was no probation or parole. Oh, I bet it was, what's her face? I can't remember her name. You told me earlier. Cortney's sister, Cristen. Is that her name? Is her name Cristen too? She's probably the one that snuck the phone in. He had these new charges pending from where it occurred inside the prison, he said. Once that happens and he is released, it's no different from anyone else who is on the street and receives a charge. Goodman stated Drummond was transferred to Lake County where he made bond. So he had these new charges, first-degree murder attempted, contraband, and a penal facility. And they gave him bond. I hope they sue the crap. He is currently out on those bonds for those charges. What's his bond conditions, I wonder? Has court dates that have been set, has actually appeared in court, and now has these current charges that have just occurred. Guess he's not going to his next court date, right? The investigators will keep digging, it says, the reg investigators, and they'll let us know what they find out. Okay. Drummond may be driving a 2016 Audi A3 with Tennessee tag RI01896. In Tennessee, you only have to have one plate, right? The Dyer County Sheriff said he is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Yeah, don't approach him. Authorities say if you see him, and I'll show you his picture again, call 911-731-415-7962, 731-333-0811, or I love this number. It's so easy to remember. 1-800-TBI-FIND. The U.S. Marshal said it's up to $7,500 will be rewarded for information leading to his capture. This is him. If you wanted a different picture of him. Now it says, okay, first degree murder times 4, aggravated kidnapping. It just has his charges. Okay. I thought I had, oh, I do have them, I think. Oh, no, that must have been when I accidentally exit out of. No, it's right here. Okay. So we'll go over this one next. So it says here, according to court records available online, which I could have just looked those up, Austin Drummond previously had an upcoming court hearing in Lake County scheduled for August 25th. Charges listed include Schedule 2 drugs, meth, violation date 7/21/2023. Oh, that was a while ago. Oh, you just been continuing. Oh yeah, you're gonna be running. Scheduled, is this 4? Yeah, drugs, manufacturing, delivering, selling, possession. I'm gonna say that's probably the meth. Contraband in a penal facility, violation date 7/21. Wait, hold on a second. 2023. Oh, these are all when he was. How did you do that? Contraband, intoxicant drugs in a penal facility, possession of a handgun, convicted felon, violation date 7/21/23. First degree murder, attempted, violation date 8/29/23. Wait, hold on a second. When did I read that he got out? I thought we read that somewhere. No, I don't think it was this case. I think it was the first case. I was just wondering because these charges, some of them are safe for, like in a penal facility. I mean, possession of a handgun. I mean, did he have that in a prison? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, true crime alibis. Am I reading this right? I'm over here like, I'm really like, am I reading this right? Like, how did you get the gun? I don't want to know. I don't even want to know who snuck it in for you. I don't even want, I mean, a phone is one thing. A handgun? And then like, just like the drugs, like manufacturing, delivering, selling, possession. What do you have, like an enterprise in the jail? He was like, yeah, his girl. Yeah. I know. That's what I'm grossed out about. His girlfriend sure did. She could have shot herself. I like Raven. That's cute. I'd probably name my cat like Princess or something random. Oh no, I got a Rocky. Name it Adrian. Yo, Adrian. I love that name. Yeah. So, okay. And it says right here, you know, DA Goodman says Drummond possibly dated, no, he did, or is dating a relative of the deceased. Goodman confirms Drummond previously committed a robbery when he was a juvenile, but was charged as an adult, and he has just been recently released from prison. Why would you release him? I mean, just 2 years ago, the guy was violating the law inside a prison. He was breaking the law inside a prison. And these are not just like you got caught with the meth, like you got caught with some drugs or something, right? This is, you were manufacturing them, you were making them, and you were delivering them like on a little scooter or something. Were you like in charge of plates, like trays or something? Were you in charge of the food? How were you like being able to deliver? Unless you had people working for him, I don't know. I mean, if you're in there for 13 years, you could probably get some people to work for you. But he had a gun. So, I mean, he could have just, yeah, he dated the victim's sister. Isn't that weird? That's what she was telling me earlier. Oh, this is crazy. So this is him when he was in jail, prison. And it says he remains at large, and it says he has 29 right here. Wonder when he turned 29. Oh, it is. I think it was. I don't think it said the first part. I'm curious. I was gonna see if there's anything else in here that was new. This is from Nancy, like Crime Online. It's like Nancy Grace, I think, or she used to work for them. Okay, so I think she'll probably be doing a story on this, maybe. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigations announced Thursday that they are searching for a man in connection with the deaths of 4 people and an abandoned infant. I meant to read this one first. A warrant was issued for 29-year-old Austin Robert Drummond. He is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and related charges, according to a TBI news release. At this time, Drummond remains at large and should be considered armed and dangerous. His mama knows where he is. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. Where's his mama? If he doesn't have a mama, who's the person that fills in for his mama? Like, who is his mother figure? Because, yeah, someone's helping him. And mama usually knows where you're at. You usually call mom, you know? As Crime previously reported, Crime Online, TBI identified the victims of the homicide as 15-year-old Braydon Williams, 21-year-old James Matthew Wilson, 20-year-old Adrianna Williams, and 38-year-old Cortney Rose. Police found their bodies. That doesn't make sense. Along Carrington Road in Tiptonville on July 29th. Investigators said the victims were related to a 7-month-old girl found in a car seat in a front yard in Tigrett. I'm probably saying that wrong. Earlier in the day. According to Facebook post, Wilson and Adrianna Williams are the baby's parents. Rose is Williams' mother, and the teen is Williams' brother. That's so sad. Wiped out like a whole family almost. I mean, did a family, but you know, like almost 2 families. Dyer County deputies quickly identified the child and announced they were looking for the parents and Rose. Hours later, the discovery of the bodies. And I was reading on I think it was like YouTube or something, where the families had posted, like, have you seen them? Like, this isn't like them to leave, to not be with their daughter or something, or not, like, I think it was maybe they found the little girl or something before they found them. Because I remember reading somewhere where they were like saying this isn't like them to be gone. Maybe they didn't say anything about the little girl, but they did say it's not like them to be gone, and they were worried. So, I mean, family was ringing the alarm. Oh, I meant to show you the baby. Let me show you the baby real quick. Look at this baby. Look at those eyes. She's got her age on her side, you know. Being this young, she probably won't remember anything like that happened, but right. How did he get bail? That's what I want to know. Isn't she cute? Look at the little neck rolls. Oh my gosh, I love those on babies. They're the cutest. Where were we at? Investigator said, okay, I read that. Dyer County deputies quickly identified the child and announced they were looking for the parents and Rose. Hours later, the discovery of the bodies. Okay, that's what it was. So, a dark-colored minivan or a white mid-size SUV was reported to have dropped off an infant in a car seat at a random individual's front yard. I mean, that's weird. That's just like weird. Why'd you even take the baby with you? Why not just, why take the baby at all? That's weird. There's something weird to that. Because, let me talk this out with you guys, because I'm just like, wait. Because he would have had to have, okay, let's say he He shows up, they meet somewhere. That's the dead end where they're found. So he meets them on this dead end or something. He shoots them or kills them, however he kills them. I'm thinking with a handgun. Then instead of just going back to his own vehicle and hauling ass out of there, right? He stops what he's doing. He goes and he gets the baby out of the car. You know how hard it is to get a car seat out? They're hard to get those little car seats out. Gets the car seat out, takes it, puts it in his car, and then leaves. Instead of just leaving the car seat with the baby right there. He's going to put it in someone's hot 116-degree front lawn anyway. And just pray for the best? Pray someone's home? But, I mean, he left the baby in someone's yard. The people that found the baby they drove by. It wasn't even people that lived there. It was the people that drove by. So it wasn't like the people in the house were like, oh, this guy just dropped the baby off in our grass. That's not what I've heard anyway. I've heard it was people going down the road. It's just crazy. I mean, or he could have just taken the baby out of the car and left the car seat right there with the parents and the grandparent, the grandma and the uncle. I don't know. It's just weird that maybe he was trying to think in his mind that he didn't want to hurt the baby. He didn't want to hurt the baby. Baby ain't gonna tell who he is, right? But I mean, unless he threw a rock at the house and was trying to get their attention. So that's true. He did murder 4 people. It says Drummond is 5'10", 190, brown hair, blue eyes, and a goatee. He is believed to be driving a 16 Audi A3 with Tennessee tags RI 01896 with damage to the driver's side. According to the State Department of Correction, Drummond has a criminal history with convictions that include aggravated robbery and retaliation for past action. So, yeah. He spent 13 years behind bars and was released last year. Memphis reports that the TBI placed Drummond on the Tennessee Most Wanted list with a reward up to $2,500 for information leading to an arrest. I think you guys said that was up though now. Meanwhile, the outlet reports that a family member of the victims posted on Facebook that Drummond was close to our family and that had previously dated Cortney Rose's sister. Wonder when they broke up. Was it today, yesterday, or was it years ago? It's crazy. It's just so, it's insane to me. Yeah, since he was 17, I guess he's used to it, huh? I mean, 29, that's not much of a life, right? Been in prison since you were 17. See, you would think you would get out and you would do better. You do something. Even if you knew, let's just say, hey, I know I'm bad seed, and if I go out of this house, I'm going to do something bad. I wouldn't go out of the house. I'd just stay in all the time. Recluse. I mean, I'm sure it's much better than prison. And we don't know the motive. Yeah. I'll try to go back up. Yeah, that's true. Wicked Witch, you're right. Yeah, they could have. Yeah. Could have held the baby up against them. I wonder what they actually was meeting in that spot for. Why would he? I mean, I like to know a motive for things. If he wasn't dating her sister still, when did they break up? Was it recently? And was this his way of getting back at her? It's just, here is another picture of him. This one was it was just found. I just saw it on Twitter. That could be what he looks like too. I think I had his name put in here. So, oh yeah, was it this? Oh yeah, this is what it was. I was going to read this to you. It says, update from Cortney's sister-in-law regarding their connection to Austin Drummond. For everyone that's coming to my page from older comments made on the suspect's profile, I'll clarify this one time and one time only. This is a comment I will be copying and pasting, so it may answer more than you've asked or may not answer anything you've asked, but I don't want any confusion here. After this, I won't be replying to any of this as we are trying to process, grieve, and be with family. Cortney Rose, my husband, and Caitlin Speed are siblings. Oh, this is going to get, oh man, I wish I had a piece of paper. I do. I'm afraid to touch a pen. Maybe I should just type it out. Like, that's what regular people do, but I'm not regular. I'm weird. I like to write things down. Okay. I'll just actually repost this to my page. How about we do that real quick? Because I know it's going to be like, when Ishii was telling me about it earlier, I was like, what? Who are these people? Because there's a lot of names. There's just a lot of names. So, okay. Cortney Rose is one of the victims. My husband and Caitlin Speed are siblings. Adrianna and Braydon, which are two of the other victims, are our niece and nephew. Austin Drummond was Caitlin's boyfriend at one time. Caitlin and Cortney are sisters. Yes, he was close to our family. Yes, we cared about him and thought he cared about us. He has literally been nothing short of amazing to us and our kids every time he has been around us up until this point. He has been amazing to our niece, Caitlin's daughter. We never expected him to cause any harm to anyone, much less anyone in our family. We are heartbroken. We are confused. We are devastated. We are mortified. We are hurting. Our kids are hurting. If you think for 1 second that people only get hurt by strangers, look up 90% of murder cases. A lot of times it's by someone close to them at that one time, that at one time showed love and support to them. Sometimes it's even their own spouse. So please think before you comment something ugly. Yes, we thought we knew him. Caitlin thought she knew him. Cortney, Adrianna, Braydon, and Matthew thought they knew him. We all trusted him. And that's probably that's probably why they met up with him. They probably trusted him too. We want justice for my sister-in-law, niece, nephew, and niece's boyfriend more than any one of you that have ever met our loved ones. Hold on. We want justice for my sister-in-law, niece, nephew, and niece's boyfriend more than any one of you that had never even met our loved ones. Okay, thank you. Well, that's not very nice. I mean, I'm sure you do. That's a true statement, but I mean, people must be out there doing the mostest or something. What are they saying out there in the world? Because she mad. I wonder how long they've been broke up. I am so curious to know that. This was 11 hours ago. Maybe if we go to latest. Sometimes if you go to latest, though, it can get a little ugly. You know what I mean? The marshals released another statement 36 minutes ago. 15,000. That's a lot of money, you know? We'll retweet it, repost it, whatever. Still on the run. Look at the baby. Let me see what else I had up here. Nothing, but we could always see if there's any updates. I don't know who that is, but that's what I read you a minute ago. Okay. It looks like just a lot of people asking, or putting this flyer up. So he's on Tennessee's most wanted list. I wonder how, I mean, that's pretty fast to be on the most wanted list, right? Like, I wonder if that's like the fastest. Like, that's pretty fast. Like, to be on somebody's most wanted list, don't you think? Let me see if there's anything else. So well, do we have anybody in the area other than Ishi? I think she's kind of close to the area. Are you near their true crime lullabies? Dyer County? Or you said your parents were from there or something? Yeah, they do. TBI does, yeah. Yeah, stay safe in Tennessee. I mean, oh my good. Stay safe everywhere. Actually, just everyone stay home and lock your doors. I'm not even going out this weekend. Just kidding. I have to go to my niece's baby shower. I got my dress. Oh, and then her present came today, and it's so small. Oh my. I forgot how small baby stuff is. I haven't bought baby stuff for anybody in a long time. We haven't had a baby in my family in a long time, so. It's like a little rattle, and it's like this big. Vincent was like, that was it. That's all of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. I want to order Jelly Cat. I need to do that tonight. Or him. I'm sorry, him. Him. It's a boy. Got a boy. Finally. It seems like it's been a while since we've had a boy. It hasn't really been that long, but it seems like it. Like that, I'm not staying at home. True crime lullaby said, she's like, I'll just take my gun with me. I'm fine. I'll just take Vincent with me and just push him in front of whatever first. I'm faster than him, I think. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Maybe on a bike. I don't know if I could ride a regular bike. I know that's weird to say. I might fall over. I don't know. Yeah, this guy could be anywhere at this point. I mean, I think his mom probably knows where he is. Or if he has a new girlfriend or partner. I mean, I would think that he would need, funds and resources to get around, and people are looking for the car. I mean, but those cars are like everywhere. Like, not everywhere, but on a highway, you'll see a lot of Audis in Ohio. You do anyway, so. Just seeing if there was anything else. These people are so young. Like, I don't get it. What is it? Suspects jail pics? Oh, the U.S. Sun. Look at you guys getting stuff. Let's see. If they show anything. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's cute. I don't see nothing. You guys are liars. It says, who posed with prison photos with a bottle of vodka and shelves stocked with non-perishable foods. Why don't I see that? Is it maybe in this? No. Well, they didn't show me the picture. Now I'm sad. Like, it just goes to this video. But it doesn't say anything in the photo, or then the, I can open the image. There we go. Look at this. Look at this guy having all this stuff in the jail. Look at all those white socks and t-shirts. Oh, he could be. Oh, he was probably a big man on campus. He's gonna do just fine. And look at him. He's gonna do just fine in prison. Send him back. He's got a white hat. I would think that could be like a gang thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, gangs could like wear white hats. Like, be a gang of people that wear white hats. I don't know. Maybe that's the color they all have to wear white. But get them a visor. Make them wear a visor. Make them wear something funny. And then what's he got down here? He's got his shower stuff. He's got a lot of whites. What is this? Food? Look at that food. I mean, 7 pairs of shoes. Oh my gosh. See, that's just too much. That's just too much. How are you in a jail cell and you're doing that? Speaking of which, a 10 by 12 cell. I was going to measure that out so that we could see how, like, and like, you know, I was going to take whatever I need to take out of here and make it 10 by 12. And I was going to put some tape down, and then I was going to try to see how long I could stay in there, in that little spot. But I want my iPad. And I want some snacks. Snacky Shack, yeah. True Crime Low Boys, look at that. He's like, here I am with my stuff. What do you need? That's like Vincent with his his perishables, his like Japanese food that he eats. If it was all like stacked up beside him, he'd be like that. I should give him and take a picture like this guy. He has a gaming system and everything. Yeah, he got a firearm in prison. I had to read that like 40 times just to see if I was like really reading that right. I was like, am I really reading this right? Wow. Well, he looks like something else. So then, is this him when he was a teenager? Look, looks like this is when he was a teen. Yeah. Armed robbery and kidnapping. Aggravated robbery for the store incident and aggravated kidnapping, aggravated robbery for the personal attack. Well, his bond was set at $50,000. I mean, of course, mom's going to pick you up. And he's charged with kidnap now. It says, following a scheduled transfer hearing today in Madison County Juvenile Court, Drummond waived his right to a hearing where police would have required to show probable cause that he committed the crimes. Around 12:35 a.m., July 31st. What the? This is when he committed his crime. July's not a good month for him, apparently. What the hell? Says, look at this. 12:35 a.m., July 31st, Drummond, who was then 16, entered the Circle K at 3162 North Highland Avenue. He was armed with a handgun. Then he gets charged for handgun and a penal system. And then you let him out. I can't even do math, and that's not mathin'. So you couldn't even get me with that. Drummond took the cash and then fled on foot. Later that day, around 6:40 p.m., a 17-year-old male picked up Drummond, who was with a friend. Oh, I bet you he told on himself. Drummond then asked the victim to pick up another man at an apartment on the 600 block of Old Humboldt Road. When the second man got into the car, he was armed with a handgun. The victim was forced to drive to two different ATM machines and withdraw money. Oh, so he got his friend in the car and then they robbed him. Okay, that's good. That's fun. So that they robbed him. The victim was forced to drive to 2 different ATM machines and withdrew money. The victim gave the gunman the money. The victim then drove the gunman to the 100 block of East University Parkway. The gunman took the victim's wallet and cell phone before getting out of the car and fleeing. The victim drove Drummond to the 100 block of Oil Well Road, where he then got out of the car. Drummond made a statement to the victim about not calling the police. Drummond was on the run until he was arrested August 21st in Daytona Beach, Florida. Jackson investigators transported Drummond from a juvenile detention center in Volusia County, Florida, and booked him into the Madison County Juvenile Detention Center. Investigators are attempting to identify the gunman involved in the robbery, kidnapping. He was described as a black male. Judge Christy Little set Drummond's bond at $50,000. He was at $50,000. Okay, maybe that. No, they said the thing was up to $15,000. I think it's 15. He remained in custody in lieu of bond. The case will now be presented to the Madison County Grand Jury. Anyone with information is asked to call the Jackson Police Department's Major Crime Bureau. Well, we can call them and say, hey, you fudged up. Somebody fudged up. I don't know who it was. One of y'all did. Like, look at this. He looks like he should be spitting out Kohlberger's rap. That's what he looks like. I think I read everything. Okay. Well, so tomorrow we will hear from, we have court for James McGann, I guess that's how you say it. I don't know what time his court date will start. I don't know if he'll be first in. I think actually they take the jailers. I don't know if they do this the same way in every state though. Like they usually take them like first. I know they take them all together. So they either take them before they take the public hearings or they take them afterwards. But I'm thinking it's like beforehand. Ashley. He could promise Mr. Snack, that's funny. Oh, that's baby daddy. Hello. Oh, I saw the comment. And that actually so pretty. Aw. Man, my man don't come in here and comment nothing nice to me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He used to come in here, but he hasn't been in the chat in a while. Well, we need to get him caught up on this case. That's what I'm going to do that tomorrow over the next couple of days. We'll catch him up on the cases because he's not going to have Idaho anymore. Like, I mean, we still have Idaho, of course, because we have like all the documents to go through, but he's like, not going to like, yeah, that was like his case. You know what I mean? Like, he would be like in other people's chats watching stuff about it. Actually, his case was Karen Reed. He liked that case. I didn't even cover that. Saying right. I love their names though. That's the cutest stinking. Those are the cutest names. They really are. Are they twins? I think it's so cute. Vincent used to watch, yeah. He used to watch other creators too. Like, he'd be like, do you know this person? But he liked Karen Reed a lot. He was watching some, I want to say the guy was Amish, but I don't think he was. Maybe he was. He was a lawyer. They're Irish twins. I love the names. I think they're cute. But yeah, good night. True crimes. Yeah. Vincent used to come in here and he used to, he's like a moderating mod or whatever for me. I think that he can like shut down or he can shut down the live if he needed to from his phone. But he would have no clue how to get into StreamYard. So he'd have to come in here so you would see him. If something were to happen, like, which he wouldn't come in here probably for like a while. Like the next morning, he'd probably leave me in here all night. Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Stat. That's very sweet. I like Dr. Gary Brucato. He's a pretty smart guy. He is. I've been listening to some of his stuff. Yeah, Ladybug, how you feeling? Before I jump off here. Hey, citizen. What's Runkle? Rumble? Rankle? Runkle? I don't know now. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, have you hit the like yet? Thank you, Ladybug. Hey, Sea Devil. Yeah, Shuri, that's the truth. Speaking of being bought, I don't know what that really doesn't make sense. But I'll let you guys know, I told you last night that they're doing a docu-series on Ruby Franke and her girlfriend, Jody Hildebrandt. That's what I call her. And Ruby Franke. I said it right, didn't I? I said it right without messing it up. Okay. I called her Frank for the longest time. And I'm so sorry for all the people that hated me for that. I did not realize that the E was not silent. I thought it was. But they're doing a docu-series on her. And I'll let you guys know when it's going to be out because it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. They're doing it inside Jody Hildebrandt's old house where all this stuff happened. So I'm excited. All the ladies like Dr. Gary. He's got good insight. I swear, is he from Pennsylvania? He looks like he's from Pennsylvania. Like he looks like, like he just, or Jersey. Oh, you're welcome, Ladybug. I was at the dentist for 3 hours today. That's all. That's all I'm going to do. I'll complain to you guys a little more about it on my other channel or a separate live. But I was so glad just to be home. And then I had to just like leave and go get Vincent. I'm glad you were laughing, Courtney. Sometimes when I can pick on the criminals and I can have a laugh, I take it. I really got to, because these cases are so, they're very powerful, and they're most of the cases that we talk about, they're horrific. Not just a little bit horrific, like horrific, like dealing with kids, and we're dealing with, multiple people being murdered. And that's why if you ever come on here and you're ever like, why does Tanya talk for like the first 8 to 10 minutes? I do that so that we can talk like we do, like I can say the words I say, because I hated when I did it, and I am not going back to being like unaliving. That just is not, to me, it's not powerful enough for what happens to these people, to all these people that we cover, everyone that we cover, these victims. And so that's why I just have to get through like the 8-minute mark. So that's why. If anyone ever wanted to know. But then sometimes I just go for it and it's fine. The only thing I've ever been like contacted by YouTube about was one night we were discussing a case that involved self-harm. I will be careful of that word, only because after my live, it popped up on my window. Like for me, it was like, do you need help? Are you like, are you the S word? And like all this stuff, and is your chat okay? And like all this, like how I can help my chat. And like, I was like, oh, no. So I wrote YouTube like right away. I was like, we were talking about a case. It was just educational. No one's going to hurt anybody over here. We don't want to hurt ourselves or nobody else. We're cool. I appreciate that, Courtney. Thank you. Oh, Ashley. Oh, get a hold of me if you need to. I'm sorry that she got through your blocker. Shirley, 60th wedding anniversary. That's the sweetest thing I think I've seen this whole year. 60th wedding anniversary. I used to love that. When I worked at a restaurant, I used to love the anniversaries. The older, like the longer, like the older the anniversary, the better to me. Like, oh my gosh. Like I would sit down with people and be like, tell me, how does it work? How do you stay married? And then the man would say, of course, you just agree with whatever she says. And he would make a joke like that because that's really the truth. Happy 60th wedding anniversary. That's, how many years is that? I'm going to try and go back in my head. Y'all been together for a minute. 60 years. That's a whole person's lifetime almost. Like you guys, that's amazing. You guys are awesome. You're going to tell us some stories. You're going to tell us some stories. My parents were together for 30 years. They didn't get that 60 year, but they're getting it now, They're getting it now. That's awesome. That is really awesome. 60 years is amazing. It's just amazing. That's really cool. We used to give free dessert, but I was like, this isn't enough. For some people, like the 50 year, the 60 year. What do you do on the 60 year? What's the 60 year? What do you get? You know how like every year it's something different? What's 60? Let's look it up real quick. Just in case you might be like, honey, turn the TV up now if you need to. Wedding anniversary gift. This is what me and Vincent go by. Let's see. What is, we want to know the traditional. Oh, I thought it was something different. It says diamond jewelry, but it says personal. Hold on. I think these are wrong. Oh, 60 is a diamond. 60th diamond. 55th emerald. You're owed an emerald if you didn't get one on your 55th. And then 65th, blue sapphire. 70th. What was it? Platinum. Platinum. That's awesome. 19 years of my 38. I'm sorry, Ashley. I know you'll find someone great. That's really cool. Well, someone owes you a diamond if you didn't get one today. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just tell them to get you whatever. My mom and dad, when I was a kid, they used to go to this grocery store, and when you paid, you would get like tokens back or something like that, like for like shopping there. I don't know. It was in the 80s. And they ended up like putting their tokens in this little machine. And my mom got this like diamond ring. It was like pretty chintzy, but it was like real metal. It was like real metal. It wasn't like one of those ones where you can bend it. It wasn't like one of those machines. It was like, I don't know, different machine, or different person. I don't know, wherever they got it. But they got it at the store. And I remember my dad ended up getting my mom another diamond ring for their like 20th wedding anniversary or something. And he put that fake one in the box and played like a big joke on her. And I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, you can officiate. I thought about doing that. Being an ordained minister, becoming ordained. But then I don't know who I'd marry. All my friends are married now. I mean, I'd want to marry someone like I know. Just at least one, Tell them Shirley, say, hey, 60th wedding anniversary. Say, you got me these flowers, and I thought I was expecting that diamond. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I would love flowers, actually. Vincent's not very. I might have to give him a note. We're going to have to give him a note and put it in his book bag. He's good at everything. He's good at everything, getting me everything. But sometimes, like the flowers, I'll be like, I like flowers, and he'll look at them, and I can hear it in his head, like the money going out isn't like, he'll be like, but they only last a week. I'm like, I know, but they're flowers. I need to learn how to like keep them longer than a week. Maybe I'll get them more often. Oh, thanks. These are actually my old nails. I gotta get them redone, but they match my outfit. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, over 20 years. Oh, sharing. I'd be the same way if I ever lost Vincent. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm like so sorry. That's too young. Thank you, Mary Beth. I appreciate you putting the links in the chat. He does, Ashley. He's a keeper. Oh yeah, he's a keeper. He's probably sleeping right now. I'm gonna go out there. Actually, I'm gonna go see what he's doing. I'm gonna go see what he's doing. I actually got these ones done. Well, now that one's kind of messed up, but it could be a new style from the ink. But I got these done this month in the beginning for Xana's birthday. I got them done purple, but last month I did pink with the 2 purple hearts for Kaylee. And then the month of May, I did pink for Maddie. So I'm ready for like a change from purple, pink. I want a blue or like a white or just something different. Because I've had the same like pretty much color for like the last 3 months, it feels like. But yeah. But thank you guys all for being here. Thanks for talking to me after the live. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate that. Did your hubby leave us, Mr. Stat? Is he still here? Thank you if you're in here still. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I have Nancy sitting here. She's freaking me out. I'm going to have to like turn her around or something. She's staring at me. She's been staring at me the whole time. But yeah, you have to go back and catch up. It was a good live. We went over a few different things. So Cortney, what I'm going to do, so I do yellow and white in October for Ethan. So for his birthday, I should have said something. I should have said that. But yeah, so I thought about doing white like this month and then yellow white and then blue and then do the yellow and white for October maybe. Because I usually get them done like once a month, once every 3 weeks. They're pretty bad. They need done. But thank you. Video games are great. I play games on my phone. I'm a phone game machine. I love it. Someone should just take my phone from me. I play all the games. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for, staying up with me late. Lock your doors, lock your windows. Don't let anybody in your house. If they're not home by now, then just pitch them a tent outside. House is closed down for the night. But thank you guys. Stay safe and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn.